Hello again. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream where we are working on a project, tower defense game for an Android platform. Last time, which was yesterday, we implemented a reward selection. That means after each wave of monsters, the player will have a selection of options to get rewards. So far, we've got only one option to build a tower, place it, and start next wave. The other thing we did is the health bar for the monsters. And this little counter to see how many monsters are left in a wave. And for today, I'm thinking I wanted to do a rework of the wave system to make it more flexible and usable, and improve on the reward screen, make it more options to be selected, and a new tile type, I call it wall, which will just block a tile for the monsters but will not shoot, will be just a wall. Hello. So I think I might start with the walls. So it will be part of a tile. We've got an enumeration, if I recall correctly. Right here. Okay. So let me add wall. And we're gonna need a texture for it. I'm just gonna quickly edit an older image, I guess. Edit here to the collection. I'm gonna do that off screen, sorry for that. My drawing skills aren't that important. I'm just gonna quickly do a simple image. I'm just gonna reduce the tower image into something similar. I'm thinking, okay, something like this. I will change all the graphics later on anyway, so that's just a placeholder image. Let me save it to the project and you're gonna see it. Projects. Okay. And here it is. I just removed a few of the layers from the tower. Gonna edit in the content manager. Okay, and for the factory, let's see. If type is 40 towers and grass, we've got a separate classes, I believe. A tower tile and a tile is a simple grass tile or empty tile. I'm thinking, do I need a new class for the wall segment? Because all I really need to do is set it as blocked. And can I do that with a tile? Yes, I can. So I'm just gonna keep it as a tile. So it's gonna be similar to the grass. But I don't need the range and no cooldown. So it's just gonna have a different texture and it's gonna be blocking the paths. And that should be it. Okay. What I need to do now is, or I'm thinking already adding more options to the reward selection. Now I'm thinking how. So for now, might just do a copy of these, but later on I want to do a proper class for like a bundled selection and maybe make it into a list so that the player can have a dynamic offers. But for now, let me just quickly do it like so. So let's add another selection. I need to position them. I mean, again, all of these will be dynamic later on. So we've got the first one centered. Okay. The y-axis is gonna be the same, that's for sure. I'm just gonna nudge it a little bit to the right, I guess. So something like this. But this would make it like touch each other. I'm gonna double this just so there's some spacing between the options. And this is of course button reward 2. I need to duplicate this. Okay, should be enough. And somewhere we are assigning the buttons. I forgot, where was it? Oh, it was inside the reward state, okay. And again, this is really restricting and not a correct way to do it. It's just a static method, or not static programmatically, but a fixed method to select a tower. We need to add some kind of information, what was chosen as the reward, so that we know what we need to place. So for example, this was a tower, this was a wall. Okay. So I'm gonna really need to like redo this into something more clever. To assign like to a button that what's the reward. Okay, how to do that? I think I'm gonna just make a new class like the reward option and bundle all of this together with the information it's gonna send. It's gonna be sent with the event call, and then here we can read the information and set it so that the program knows what needs to be placed. Okay. So let's do something like an reward option. I might inherit from the button. Yes. Because what I need is the button, the texture. Okay. It's part of the button. And then some additional information we're gonna come up with. So the button is inherited. But it is calling the event with an empty argument. We might want to override this. I'm gonna just make this virtual for now. Or can't I? Can't be private. Okay. Make it protected, right? But the update will still call the overridden click method. Okay. That should be okay. For the update, do I need to change something about this? I don't think so. I might just want to change the rectangle. Because for now, the rectangle is taken from the texture, I think. Right. Oh, and it's like so, okay. This might cause a few problems. Because I don't want the option bundle be just this one texture. Might have some, I don't know, fancy frames and stuff around it. So I need to extend the area that's clickable. So we're gonna override the click method. Okay, it's isn't this working? The event is public, so that should be okay. I need to say something like base. No. Except for when used from within the type. Okay. Does this mean you can't invoke the events from the child classes? Okay, did not know that. So I'm not gonna inherit from the button. Is it a problem? We'll see. I'm gonna revert this back as it was. And we have to come up with another strategy. Oh, hello. Hello, mean Mr. Mustard. Welcome back. Trying to improve the reward selection screen. making more options than just one. And I'm currently a little bit stuck, to be honest. I can't decide what's the best approach. I think I'm gonna just not gonna inherit anything there and just place it as something else. And now I'm thinking I'm not gonna bother with the texture. I'm gonna just need a position. I'll remove this for now. And so the reward option will have a texture telling us what it's gonna bring to the player. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna do it from scratch because this isn't too flexible. I might have to redo this. Might need to be some kind of generic type for the event arguments or stuff, but I don't want to bother with this now. So again, the idea is to have more than one, and the options this is just a button, and I want it to have like a frame and more stuff in it, and consider the whole package as a bundled reward. So that's why I created this reward option that's going to encapsulate the whole package. And I want to like be able to click anywhere in the frame to select it. And the like items in one option to be dynamic, so I can just mix and match whatever I want the reward to be. Hopefully that's understandable. So, okay, the reward option will definitely need a texture. Or maybe a like list of items rather. Is that what I need? Like reward item and then bundle the items into a reward option? Maybe. So, but let's go like one step at a time. Reward option. And I'm gonna have to like tell what are the options. So I'm gonna have to make a enumeration of the reward system and then handle it as an ID. Okay. Gonna call it rewards. Do we have an enumeration somewhere? Okay. Let's say ID number 1 would be tower, and the other type will be a wall. Button, a tower type, and an integer that represents how many monsters it would add to the wave. Yeah, something like that, yes. But I scrapped the idea of having it as a button because I don't want the clickable area to be just the image of one of the items in the reward options, because I'm thinking there could be like multiple things in the reward option. It could like be one tower or two towers and stuff. So that's why I don't want it to make into a single button. Okay. So we've got a tower and a wall. And now I'm thinking this is gonna be like parameter for this. And we're gonna need a factory to create the or do we? Let's not overcomplicate for now. Okay, so and this actually all of these could inherit from a sprite, or at least yeah, I'm gonna make one more step between them. Let me just put it in a folder. Reward. Is it all? Okay, I'm gonna make a reward item, I think. Okay. And this is gonna inherit from the sprite. So I don't need this. So this. And now it seems I can do with just a sprite. Because, or is there something? Reward item could hold the. Okay. Okay. Just to be sure. I don't know if we're gonna need it, but yeah, wait. It's gonna hold the ID of the reward it represents. inside the option, instead of having like a one texture, I'm gonna do a list of reward items. I'll call it, let's say, rewards. Initialize. And instead of this, I'm gonna make a method to add reward to the reward option. And this is gonna take the ID. Okay. Now we're gonna add this. Okay. I'm gonna need it's needs just it needs all of these. Okay. So that the ID and the texture. I need to handle the texture somewhere. So that's why I was thinking the reward items factory as well, just to be able to create them easily. And just actually, that's all I want to do. Maybe I need the position as well. Hello Python, and so how are you? So yeah, I think I'm gonna need this reward factory as well. That's usually how it goes. It seems maybe simple enough, and then it just rolls out to a much bigger thing than we initially thought it's gonna be. I'm good, thank you, thank you. So the reward factory isn't gonna need anything, I hope. But we need to load the textures. So again, I'm going to make a dictionary based on the ID, and it's gonna hold the textures. Reward textures. Let's initialize before I forget again. And let's fill in the dictionary. So this is gonna be, and for now it seems like we are duplicating a lot of the stuff from other places. but the rewards can be anything. It doesn't have to be like a tower or a physical thing, quote unquote. Could be like, I don't know, reducing the number of monsters on some anything. We could add spells. It could be anything. So global content. And it's gonna be a tower. For the other one, okay. Who's gonna own the reward factory? Oh, the reward manager, right? It seems logical. So let's do this. Okay. We can get rid of all of these, I believe. Well, sure. Let me keep one of those just for the mathematics. Get rid of all of these. Reward factory, okay. And reward factory will be creating reward items. So let's say get item with the ID. Later on we can like randomize as well. Randomly generating the offers, which is the plan. So we need the item, and the item needs a texture and a position. The position is something I don't care about right now, I guess, because we're gonna change it anyway, because it's gonna dependent on the whole reward option, which is gonna own the reward items. It's gonna be dependent on the position of the reward option anyway. So I'm gonna scrap that from here. Since I need it there, I'm gonna use like 0 vector instead. And for the texture, yeah, we need that. Okay. And you're gonna save the ID. Okay. So first we need the ID. It's the ID, and we need the texture, which is there. Okay. Right. It seems a lot complicated, more complicated than it needs to be for the current usage, but there are things I want to do like later, which will when this come in handy, I guess. I hope. So we've got the item created by the factory, and now we should be able to place it in here. And we need the, what do we need? What's this creating? Item, the texture. Right, I need the factory to call this, right? So, but the reward option does not have access to the factory. So I might just do something different, and the reward factory will be producing whole packages as a reward option as well. So I'm gonna make the reward option and this will take in a list of all the IDs that it should contain. Okay. And the reward option needs just the position. Okay. Right. So I should store the position. As a list of the items. Okay. Instead of this, I'm gonna add the whole item. So okay. We're gonna use the position in the drawing method. So what next? Okay. Generating the reward option from a list. So we're gonna use for each. Say reward in the list of rewards. And first, we're gonna generate a new reward option. I'll call it the result since it's the thing I want to return. And I think it needs the position, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna add it here. And now I want to add the items, and that's the reward item. And what it asks for is the ID and the texture. So that should be the reward. And the texture is here in the dictionary under the same ID. And we take this item, okay, and put it here in the reward option. Okay. Now I'm thinking when I want to handle the positions, if I should like assign the positions of the individual items now, or just let the reward option handle it by itself when drawing, but then I would have to do it on every frame, which is stupid. So I might just set the item position when adding new item. Yes, something like item position is it's gonna depend how I want to present the bundle. For now, I'm thinking like icons in a column, for example. So that's gonna be X is gonna be the same as the reward option for now. Later on, when we add like some fancy borders or stuff, it's gonna have different paddings and stuff. So let's say just this. And for the Y, it's gonna be Y plus the number of items in the list times like this size of the icon, which is not set for now. But since we are using this same tiles, I'm gonna just reuse it for now. Its tile size. And okay, I can't set the position. Okay, let's change this. So when adding a new And I might just reduce this by 1. Set the position of the last element of the list, not of the item. I mean, that's the same. I'm adding the item to the list, which makes it the last item that I've just added. They are the same. Should be okay. All right, so that should be the reward option generated. Sorry, I don't follow what you mean. I understand you want to handle the last item. Okay. So that's reward option, and we're gonna need some draw method at least. The reward item is a sprite, so it has its own draw method, so we can just go through these. It's gonna be like once each. Draw the option. And now the reward manager will have something similar. List of the options. And the draw, I'm just gonna draw the options as the same. For the update, right, we need to handle the input. Yeah, link is great. So for the reward options, you should also have some kind of rectangle. Okay. I think I'm gonna set the default size, which is gonna be property. The default size. It's gonna be position X, position Y. Not sure about the size. Let's again do the same as this. So that's width and height. This needs to be. And when adding the reward items, the bounding rectangle. Okay, now I've got another idea. I'm just gonna do it differently. I'm gonna count it on the go as the size of the rewards list. So the position is okay. The width is gonna be this, but the height is gonna be like rewards count times this. Okay, it should do the trick. Okay. Okay, there are the options. For now, I'm just gonna again, for testing purposes, create like 2 of the reward options. But later on, I want them to be like dynamically, randomly generated for each wave. And the get option, it needs a list of rewards and a position. Okay, the list of rewards. Option 1. This is all temporary. Is it possible to do it like this? Okay, okay. So that's option 1, option 2. Let's gonna take option 1 as the list of rewards. And the position, I really don't know. Let's do some just random placement for now. I'm not sure what's the total height. So let's just something like this. It's gonna be somewhere on the screen. Doesn't matter for now. Again, there's gonna be some random generator for all of these. The position's gonna change. So we've got the positions, blah blah blah, and we can draw them. So I think so far we should be able to see them, just not click them and select them and do anything useful with this. So for the clicking part, I'm gonna do something similar as is in the button. Which is this. Actually gonna copy all of this and put it inside the reward option. And let me add an event too. But it's gonna take like a different set of arguments. Okay. And I need this to be on tab I should return the list of the reward items. Thinking about some kind of easier way, but this seems proper. Yeah, I guess we have to do it like this. So do I want a custom delegate to assign, or am I okay with the event handler? Or I could handle it just via this sender, right? Because the list is already there. Well, yeah, it's private. I could make it public. Let's try something different. We haven't used this yet, so just to practice. I'm thinking a public delegate for what are we gonna call it? It really doesn't matter. Reward option, reward option handler. I'm not sure about the syntax there. Let me quickly Google. Okay. It's missing a return type, of course. Now I'm gonna use this there. And when tapping the reward option rectangle, invoke this event. It's gonna need this. Okay. Okay. So when clicking this option, it's gonna send the information. So we're gonna just update all the reward options. It's gonna be the same as this. So now we can click the option. Okay. And it's gonna return the list of the items we selected. Okay. And I think that's what we need here to handle in a game state, reward state. Okay, so manager, rewards manager. Name this. So I'm thinking how to attach the event. It's in every option. The options are private, so I might want to change this. Or I might just do a chain and transfer it from here to the higher levels. Okay. Yeah. Why not? Okay. I'm gonna make a method just to add a new reward option. Simply like this. And I'm gonna want to attach to this event from this somewhere. And also oh, I forgot. I wanted to do something. Going to do it like this. Okay. Oh, I wanted to be able to clear the options. That's just gonna clear the list. Now I want to make a new event like on selection as well. So something like this. It not. The delegate here. Possible to place it outside of the class, right? Okay, and there's gonna be just some simple chain. Let's see. It's basically the same. Let's call it reward selection. Right, we don't have stuff like that yet. Okay, it's gonna be some this. Reward selected. which is gonna call this. Okay. And now I just need to attach this method to each event of the options. Or again, I could make the whole event static and handle it once. Yes, it should work. Right. So that's gonna be reward option on tab be handled with this. And now once any of the options is selected, it's gonna trigger this, which is also transferring the list of rewards. Which we will finally handle there. Okay. So here on reward selection, we will process what to do. And this is again gonna be slightly difficult. So for now, again, we can keep this line so that with each selected reward, the monster counter goes up. We might leave it as the switch state placement for now, which is not going to be correct later. But since the only options are placing something, it's okay. But now we have to just use the information what to be placed and tell it or store it somewhere. Okay, and now I'm not even considering like multiple items in the options since there's just one. It's just gonna be one tower or one wall, but that will be different. So how do we handle the placement? It's in the placement state. And here we should get some kind of data what to be placed. So we need a space to store that information. Now thinking what's the best place to transfer these data. Here. Gonna go through the list of the rewards. It is a member of every state. What do you mean? I could store the information somewhere in the game manager. Oh, you said maybe the game manager. Sorry, I missed that one. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking as well. The other thought was if there should be just another, I don't know, some other way. But for now, the game manager is an obvious choice. I agree. I could do something really stupid just to make it work in some minimal way. So let's just do I think whether it should be just the ID or an item. I think the ID is correct. I'm gonna call it current reward. Okay, and let's handle it there. What do we have in the item? Just the ID and a picture. But later on we can add some more data if needed. But for now it's the ID only, so that's all we can store. So we've got the ID. It's currently gonna be just the last one. I'm just overwriting the for each cycle, but it's okay. I'm counting with just one item per bundle now. And then we switch to the placement. Okay. And now, once we're there, I need to refactor this as well, because this update is just waiting for the tile selection. it's calling this select only for the empty tiles, which is okay for now. So where are we handling this? Inside the map. Okay, handle selection makes sense. What does it do? It's changing the tile. So you need to like switch on this. So I'm thinking again, I'm gonna make an event that the selection has been made. Send the data, which tile it was, and let the state do what it needs. So I'm gonna like just cut all of this, put it here. And there make a and again it's using the sender with selection data. The selection data comes from tile, right? Okay, just not to mess with too many things now. I'm gonna keep it as it is, but I might want to like change it to the custom delegate as we did with the bundle option. So here I'm gonna actually paste the handler selection back again, because this is gonna be the same, but the body will be different, and it's gonna call the event like the same as this. Call it on tile select and just call it or invoke it. Just to change the information up the hierarchy. Okay. And now we're gonna use this there. So we want to call the update, but we also need to attach the event handler. So on tile selection, let's do this, and here we can finally do the things. And this is gonna be based on the stored information from there, right? So This is tiles. Tiles. Let's call it tile. Gonna be. I have to use the Google again for the switch statement. Expression, right? Pattern. Where is it? See patterns. Okay. Switch statement. You know what I mean? It should be like something switch and then do this switch. I can't recall the correct syntax. Does the switch comes now? But it should be like GM. Current report. Something. There. And am I correct? Might be right. And that's the rewards. Okay, rewards. Oh, right case. Rewards tower. Or something like this, right? This not right? Oh, okay. .NET switch statement expression. I could do like a regular switch. I wanted to use this pattern. Oh. Okay. This. Okay. Maybe. I need a default. Let's say it's gonna be S. Okay, that's correct. wall. Then we're just gonna use this tile there. And this should use the tile factory. Okay, correct. Right. Oh, getting into the tough topics. It's been like what, 1.5 hours, and we still haven't seen a single build. But I think we're closing in. This should be all, except for I'm not sure we are calling the update and draw on the reward manager. Oh, we do. Okay. Right in the there. Okay. Right. So is this all? Is it going to work? Let's see. I mean, there's been a lot of changes without any testing in the past 100 minutes. There were some like difficult changes, a lot more than we needed for now, but it's gonna pay off later. It should be more flexible for the next changes. So we've got the hard work done now. It's gonna be easier later. Okay, so here are the options: the tower or a wall. Let's try. Okay, so the tower is working and the other bundle is not. Okay, there was something wrong. The tapping on the things is broken, it feels, because it needs a lot more taps to register. The wall's working, it's blocking the path. Now I'm clicking there, nothing happens. And now it does. Okay, so is it the case of the moved origin again? When I tap there, no, when I tap here, yes. So it looks like I forgot to move the rectangle by the origin. So now there it's not working. It's gonna work just on the lower right quadrant because that's part of the rectangle. It's like here. Right, that's the problem. It's very easy to solve, but the other things seems to work, so it ended up really well. It was where in the fourth option there inside the rectangles. Okay, since drawing the items are sprites, they have the origin moved. Half a tile right and down. So we need something like this exactly. Go back and just grab this. Okay, we don't have any origin there, but it doesn't matter. So let's just do it this for now. I think we've got walls. We've somewhat got multiple reward options. They are definitely not pretty here. We haven't changed the wave system yet. Okay, so clicking in this corner, right, works. Click in here. Okay. Okay. Looks fine. So we need just to like position this correctly. Those are minor things, easy to solve. And one more thing I was thinking about is like why would you pick a wall, right? Since it's just one wall, you can do the same with the tower that shoots also. So what I want to do is like when you pick a wall, you actually place 3 of them. quickly change a few things. I'm thinking just providing the information that we want to place it 3 times, just simply as we did with the tile type. In the reward state, right, it's gonna save the type, and let's say if thanks. Item reward ID is one. Let's set the count 3. Let's set it to 1. I could do else, right? Even better, I could do like this. Okay, this is also just a mess code last for the time being. Now, how do we handle the counter? I'm thinking inside the placement. Before switching the state. I'm gonna reduce the counter first. So now if the counter is bigger than 0, it's not, it's gonna change the state. Yeah, I'm just doing it the other way. And then we need to change to or do we? I don't think we need to do anything, right? Because we are already in the placement state, so we're just gonna stay there. Yeah, so yeah, you were right. So just it's gonna be easier, like so. Is this it? Do we need anything else? Could be all. So once again, gonna reduce the counter. And if there are any roads left, it's gonna keep updating, waiting for the tile selection, doing this again. Yeah, that seems alright. So that was easier than expected, but again, there are some eggs. Needs to be resolved later. Also, we need to add like the information that you actually get 3 walls instead of 1 somewhere in the image. Could either be in the texture itself, which seems the easiest way. Okay, so let's start with the tower that nothing's. Now with the walls. That's 1, 2, 3, right? Easy. It's great. Okay. Perfecto. There's anyone watching, I mean live or later, that feels confident in his graphic skills, contact me if you want to make a surprise for the game. It would be awesome. Okay, so that's another task done. Okay, so it's been another 2 hours for the development of this game. Again, great progress. I think we're gonna again leave it as it is for now. So we've added a wall and a more flexible reward system, which will make things later a lot easier. I want to generate randomly the options, and they will also come with like negative things attached to them, which we don't do now, but we can send the data of every item that's in the package. We are just not using it right now, and we've got most of the things ready. So this was a lot more work done than needed, but we are gonna use it later. Okay, so thank you for staying with me today. Thank you for your help, and I will see you soon again. Thank you. Bye bye.